this lesson never learned. Only get what you deserve. Now it's anarchy everywhere I see. Chasing
guys, so I told you guys that this week's video was gonna be amazing. It is. We're back at the Colonial, and we got the room that was giving us all the EMF hits last time when we were walking around.
I think that's Aaron.
I interrupted anything.
Oh my god.
Hey!
It smells all nice and green here.
You want to tell them who that is?
That's Aaron. That's our favorite person here.
Lit up.
Alright, so you guys have finally met Aaron. A little later, we're going to do an interview with him. It's going to be really fun. Aaron's a good guy. For now, though. For now. I need coffee, okay? Other than that, we're going to give you a little tour around the neighborhood a little bit later. I'll figure out what we do first. But for now, coffee. Well, now that that's done, I have to hold my coffee like this because it is literally very hot. Later on, we may get into room 24 like we were hoping, so hopefully we can if nobody, checks in there tonight. Our interview with Aaron starts soon. Maybe we should take a walk around and show you guys around a little bit to get that out of the way. And on top of it, I kind of wanted to hit a cemetery or two over there, so you guys wanna come? So we're gonna walk around, but everybody's sleeping, so we have to be really quiet. We're gonna do an EMF and then we're gonna do an EVP later. That room goes off. And the last time we were here, this room went off. Do you see that? interview with Aaron will be happening very, very soon. We're just waiting for everyone to clear out. I'm guessing it should be a couple minutes, so we're gonna get back to you guys soon. Hey, you guys. So, we're gonna start our interview with Aaron right now.
Hello.
So we're here. Okay, so obviously we should start with some basic questions.
Okay.
Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, the briefest of bios is simply, my name is Aaron Cisneros. I currently live in Massachusetts. I was born and raised in Long Beach, California. Because of a military career, I moved around various places, Hawaii, Miami, San Francisco, and my last unit was here. Wanted to stay in the area after I got out of the military, and so I ended up getting a job at the Concord's Colonial Inn, just so my kids can continue out their high school here. Been working here for 2 years.
So Aaron, what can you tell us about working here, like with your experience with anything paranormal?
This hotel's very special in the sense that it's very spaced out, almost 2 months exactly, where I almost forget that I work at a special hotel, and then something will happen, and it'll kind of remind me that
It'll, like,
that
click back in.
it'll just like like I can't explain this. I can't. When I first started working, and really this is the only story that happened to me per se. All the other stories have always been secondhand. If something happened to the guest, and they're telling me about it, and I have to come up with an answer. I'm a night auditor, so I work by myself for quite some time over the night. So the first week I was here, I was shadowed by a coworker, but of course my first day by myself, I received a phone call from room 24. That's our most active room here, and they said it was a noise complaint. I went up to the room that they were complaining about the noise. Nobody was scheduled to be in there, so I just knocked on the door to be safe, proceeded to go into the room, and the clock radio alarm was going really loud, and I did not freak at this point because I figured I'm just going to pull the plug. I have a million things I have to do, and it's my first day on my job by myself, so that was really my primary focus, you know. So when I unplugged it and it was still going, I still didn't freak out because I was an electrician in the military, and I knew that there's the battery. And when I opened it up and I didn't see a battery and it was still going, I was a little shocked. I lost for words. And
Did it like eventually stop?
no, what ended up happening was, again, I was new to the job, so it didn't scare me. It annoyed me and upset me more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because I was behind, as far as I was concerned, I was behind schedule. So I immediately thought I'll take it down to the kitchen and I'll drown it. That was that's who I am. I get angry. I don't know. I get whenever I get startled or scared, it's initially, you know what, the second the shock wears down, anger comes out, and I just aggressively want to get rid of whatever it is that is scaring me. Yeah, I just, that other part of me just comes out. And and I just really wanted to bully this radio to shut up.
Yeah.
So as I proceeded to step outside the room, as soon as I left the corridor, the doorway, that's when the music stopped. And then I kind of thought, like, almost thinking like a Bugs Bunny cartoon, like I want to see. No, I wanted to see if it would go back off if I put it back in the room, you know. So I stuck the radio back in the room, but nothing happened. It was dead from that moment on. And then I was kind of like scientifically going through my mind, like, oh, could a capacitor have held a charge, you know, or I was trying to logically explain how this radio could go off. But I've talked to a lot of electricians, and they're like, or electronics, even some electronics experts, and there was just no way that radio should have done what it did.
Yeah.
I threw it in the drawer, and I went on with my day because that's what my concern was, is getting through that day unsupervised. And that's the only story that really happened to me directly. The rest are, I would say my next best story is a lady from Philadelphia drove all night to get here. She was the very picture of exhaustion, bags in her eyes, red eyes. So I was floored when not even 5 minutes into her stay, she stayed in room 24, again, our most active room. We do have a room 27. that's active, but the only complaints I seem to get from 27 is people wake up feeling like somebody's standing over them. And a funny story is this couple who has 4 kids, not with them, but they have 4 kids. Yeah. And they said, I let them know, hey, room 27, sometimes people complain about someone standing over there and looking at them. And they said, we have 4 kids. We're so used to that. That's not going to be a problem. And I just thought that was very funny. But back to room 24. This lady lasted all 5 minutes 24 before she's frantically crying on the phone saying, get me out of this room. I gotta go to another room. Please get me out of here. I said, yeah, please get your stuff and come down here. And she didn't want to tell me why she had to leave.
She basically was in denial.
Yeah, she just not in denial, just like she wanted to not talk about it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was. And I have to admit now, I was more curious than concerned. But I definitely played the concern card, and I said, hey, listen, I can't rent that room if something is going to harm somebody. So you need to tell me what happened. I'm not asking. And at that point, she kind of like, I felt bad for her because her lip was quivering, and she said to me,
so like they really scared her.
Yeah, she was pale, and I was afraid for her. And I remember she told me she was in the shower, the lights went out, and she heard she said it was a demonic voice say, get out. And then the lights came back on, and she was just crying she was crying, and I obviously got her a different room as far away from 24 as I could, and as a result I didn't rent that room out for that night.
So it's about 4 in the morning in Concord, Mass. We're at the Colonial. Obviously, you guys already know that. And there was just strange sounds coming from over here somewhere. So I decided to start recording. Rianne's not with me. I'm completely alone. And it was just very strange. I'm not getting anything on camera, but yeah, I don't know what it was.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this week's video. Next week's video will probably be even better, so, you gotta stick around to find out. Make sure you check out the website. Make sure you share the link, comment on the videos, like the videos, do you guys this thing. We'll keep doing ours, and have a great night.
My legs go numb and I break through the sea. Keep my fist up, watch them roll when I load up my magazine. I got pistols, I got missiles.